friend.
Hi, friend.
We are two boss brownies. I'm Sandrine.
And I'm Salima. Thank you so much for joining us today, which is the last episode of the first season.
Huge.
We made it.
We made it.
I mean, to be fair, we decided how many episodes to be in the season.
Should we celebrate with tea?
We have to celebrate properly. We have not celebrated this.
I know, we really need to.
I feel like we just work all the time.
We're so busy.
We're too busy yapping to celebrate. Also, I need to tell this story because your son is so cute. So
he's the best.
Sandrine's son is very cute. He calls me Auntie Sia, which is also the most badass name.
But Sia also means grandpa in Sinhalese.
No, it doesn't.
Which is one of the languages in Sri Lanka. And I told you that.
No, you didn't.
Yeah.
I thought I was just the artist Sia who's killing it.
Oh, like the singer.
Yeah.
Oh, we were going two very different.
Never told me.
I 100% told you that. That is hilarious.
Okay, so on the one hand, I like it because he thinks of me as family, but I wish it was not grandpa. He's so cute. So he always asks, what are you guys doing? What are you guys doing? What are these lights? I want to come and hang out.
Yeah.
And so today I was like, well, Mama and I are yapping. And he's like, yapping? And then when he left, he's like, I also want to yak. And I was like, it's not K.
He also yelled at on the on our street with all our neighbors, okay, you and Anastasia have fun yakking. And I'm like, okay, that's not the same thing.
He is the sweetest little one.
He's so
When
great.
can we bring him on the podcast?
Never.
18 years.
When he can consent.
Yes, this is fair. There comes the lawyer.
Yeah. But how was your week?
It was really good. I was in Vancouver for work.
I love Vancouver.
I do like Vancouver. They
go at a slower pace though there.
Well, I think I prefer... Okay, so I like Vancouver. I like the slow pace. I think it's beautiful.
Yes.
But I had to, for a little while, contemplate if, Vancouver is somewhere that I want to spend, extended periods of time. And I have two friends there and some family, and I, adore these friends. That part is great, and family is great and whatever. But I am not a Vancouver girl.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean?
Right.
I'm the kind of girl, and I really want to work on this. This is one where I will acknowledge that I am the problem.
Okay. Wow,
I'm the kind of girl who, get ready, and I'll, put my stuff in my purse, and I'll, go to a party or an event. But when I get to the thing, I'll just take my phone and keys out of my purse, put them in my pockets, and, go inside. Because, who needs a purse? I'm just not I'm not, a brand name girly. And, when we went out, everyone is, everyone in Vancouver, it just feels like a specific...
type of person
that I am not. Whereas I think in Toronto you can find pockets of different kinds of people.
That's so interesting because I'm really thinking of a very different type of Vancouver person. The outdoorsy, the not brand minimalist, if anything, away
not
from the
minimalist.
hustle.
I think even the athletic outdoorsy
has
people
to be a name brand.
It's everyone
everybody knows I don't have a matching aloe set, so
I can't wear a hoodie and loose sweatpants that are not from, aloe.
Interesting. Okay.
Right?
Okay.
I think Vancouver is, it's, everything is beautiful.
Right.
But I don't feel like there's any funk.
Okay. I have another thing about BC, and actually it leads perfectly into our topic for today.
Okay.
But I had a friend who, later in her life, decided to move with her husband to BC. And the husband had a job in Vancouver.
Okay.
And she comes back and she tells me there was something that she has coined called the BC Bail. Actually, I don't know if she made it up, but
BC Bail?
The BC Bail. So when
B-A-I-L?
B-A-I-L. Let me explain. Okay. When she went to BC, she was trying to make friends with people, and she knew friends of friends, and she's like, oh, okay, I can make a community here. And this girl, by the way, is very social. She's very extroverted, and her husband, they're the life of the party whenever you meet them, right? And so when she was telling me that there was this thing called the BC Bail because she would make friends with people, and they would just bail on the plan the day of or an hour of. And I've spoken to other people from Vancouver, and they're like, oh yeah, that's the thing. It's
a stay-at-home city.
It's a stay-at-home city. It's like they'll bail on the plan. They're like, oh, you know what, my comfort or convenience is just
too important.
Than this, which is a whole different thing.
It's a whole different
thing. That's a
thing.
whole other conversation.
Yeah.
But it was just talking about the difficulties of making adult friendships in Vancouver.
Yeah.
Whereas I think it's a little different in Toronto because everyone just, it's very much, we just fight through our tiredness sometimes to pull through for people, and maybe not the same way as Vancouver.
Because there's a lot of talk about this right now. I don't know if you've been seeing, like, this stuff around, in order
people want a village but are not willing to be a villager.
That, and also, like, in order to have community, you have to be inconvenienced.
Yes.
Like, inconvenience
is the price.
And so sometimes, and this happens to me all the time, where, like, I'm so tired, I've just come home from work, and, like, someone is calling me, and, like, all I want to do is turn on Netflix and, like, dissociate.
Yeah.
But it's like, oh, but I love this person, and they're calling me, but I don't want to talk to them right now. You called me, okay? 2 nights ago.
Oh, right.
It's midnight. It's 12:05 in the morning. Everyone knows I go to bed at 10 p.m. I am, like, in bed. I'm scrolling.
That's really nice of you, Andrew.
I'm scrolling TikTok. I'm like, Sandrine is calling me at midnight on a weeknight. A weeknight, okay? And I was like, I literally was like, inconvenience is the price of community.
You really could have not picked up that call. That was, you really didn't have to. I was like, oh, how are you doing?
But it's, I was like, is everything okay? And you're like, yeah, I just want to yap. I was like, girl.
I came back from an event, and I was like, I'll just talk to Salima.
And I was like, the fact that A, she thinks I'm awake right now, which she doesn't. B, she doesn't mind waking me up right now.
And she's like, oh, are you in an Uber? Are you home safe? I'm like, oh, I've just been on my couch this whole time.
And we chatted for like an hour, and it was lovely. So I always find, like, before the inconvenience, I'm like, oh, this is an inconvenience. But when I've done it and I'm there, I'm so happy that I've, like, done it.
Been inconvenienced.
Been inconvenienced. I accept the inconvenience.
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't think I could spend... I think you're right. I think that Vancouver is the kind of city where, like, you prioritize... I don't know.
Well, I think it's also the type of person that...
lives in Vancouver?
Well, okay, so... I would say that, and I'm just even thinking of my own marriage. Like, my husband is a little bit more introverted and very outdoorsy. So I just made this connection that if you're extra outdoorsy, maybe you're a little bit more introverted.
Like, you connect with the nature and not with the people.
With the busyness of a crowd. Like, he's not, like, a big fan of crowds. Right. I love crowds. I mean, I don't love crowds, but I'm indifferent to crowds.
I do like being around people. My dream, and this is what I hate. Can we talk about this?
You hate your dream?
No. I love being around people, but I don't want to be forced to socialize, okay?
Okay.
So sometimes there's things where, like, we're at a big group event or whatever, and I don't mind, like, being on the outside of it. Or, like, if we're watching my friends hate me when I do this. We'll, like, start a movie, and it's not just, like, me and one other person. It's, like, a group of people.
Right.
And we'll start the movie, and I fall asleep early. So, like, I don't know, 30 minutes into the movie, I've fallen asleep.
You fall asleep during a movie?
Oh, all the time. If the movie starts after 9 p.m., good night.
What?
30 minutes in,
that's
good
a whole
night.
Separate thing.
Okay,
anyway, continue.
So then all my friends are, like, mad that I've fallen asleep. And I'm like,
I would be mad.
Why?
Why you fall asleep? It's 9:30.
It's not just you and I, right? It's like you, I, and 9 other people. Okay?
Okay.
And they're, like, upset that I've fallen asleep. But I'm like, I feel safe, I feel cozy, I like that you're all around, and, like, I just want to sleep here while you guys enjoy the movie.
Wow.
But why, I don't understand why they get mad.
I mean, I'm just getting mad because usually if we're watching a movie...
Not just you and I. There are other people. I'm not intentionally falling asleep. I'm not like, okay, good night, guys. It's just like...
I like that you feel safe enough to do that. I think it's just more like I could never. Like, I need to be in my room, in my bed after my skincare routine to, like, go to sleep. Really.
I'll sleep anywhere.
I could never. Wow.
And then I do feel bad. I do think that when it's like one person or me and two people, I understand why you would be upset.
But it's more like, for me, it's like, I think you're so fun and I want to hang out with you. So if you're sleeping, I can't hang out with you.
Yeah. One time this was so bad. So I was hosting. Okay. This is so bad.
You fell asleep at your own party?
I fell asleep at my own. It was a movie. It wasn't a party. We were watching.
Oh my God.
And then everyone was like, I guess we should go. And I like heard them kind of like talk about this. I woke up, I was like, no, why? Stay. And they're like, no, we're gonna go. And I was like, but I don't understand why. Like, I'm so close.
You fell asleep.
But I'm so close with this group of friends. I think about them as family.
Right.
So like, and I think this is the distinction, and it's very much leads into our topic for today. But like, I think the way that I see my friends, and this is gonna sound weird, I'm not trying to say that I see them like my partner, because like obviously that's different.
Different relationship, yeah.
But I feel close enough to them. Right. So I actually get offended when they're like, oh, we're gonna go. I'm like, this is my home. This is your home. Like, why do we have to make it weird?
I mean, they do have to go home at some point.
No, mid-movie. The reason they wanted to leave was because I fell asleep.
Oh. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I would just keep watching the movie.
Correct. And I'm like, we're close enough friends that you shouldn't
probably just keep waking you up. Because I'm close enough to be like, wake up.
One friend does that.
Really?
He's just like...
Yeah, no, because I want to discuss after the movie.
No, he just like hates that I fall asleep, and he's like, get up, get up, get up. And I'm like, why? There's 9 other people here for you to talk to.
Okay, that's true. It's that big of a... Yeah. I think it's more like they think they're inconveniencing you. They're like, oh no, like she's just gonna be so tired.
Stay. It makes me
feel... No, but people say that, like... Especially brown people, they just like they just want to be warm and welcoming.
No, but I actually want them to stay.
Yeah, but maybe they don't know that.
No, but it's like that's what hurts me. It's like the group of friends
you don't know that I don't.
It's the group of friends that I like consider my family, and so for you to treat me like I'm not family hurts me.
But maybe that's also how they treat their family. Have you thought about that?
No, but they're all partner. There's no way that's how they treat their partner. Because I guess they live in the same home, so
I'm not gonna lie, I would wake up my partner. I'd be like, wake up.
Yeah. I prefer that to them being like, oh, no. I have to go home now. Because that makes me feel like you're treating me like a stranger. And I don't like, not a stranger.
No, but you know what? Arguably, if they were dating and, you go to your partner's house and they fall asleep, you're like, okay, well, like, maybe I'll just go home. Like... let's say you're not living together, you're still dating, you're serious, but maybe I'm like, okay, what am I going to do?
I doubt that. Do you think that if I was in a serious...
I see, it never happens to me because I wake the people up, and I
would wake the person up and be like, do you want to go to bed? And then we would go to bed. Like...
Oh, yeah, I guess that's the normal.
That would be... Don't just leave.
Okay, well, you're right. Okay, don't leave your partner sleeping on the couch. Okay.
Yeah, okay, rule number 1.
Okay.
But, like, I don't know, how do I... And I think this is where, like, for me, the friendship thing, my friendships are my world.
Right.
And so when I feel like I'm not you, the rest of the friendship.
Let's be real, it's mainly me. It's fine.
Okay.
By the way, this is our topic for this week.
Yeah. Adult friendships. Yeah. Which are, to me, a complicated thing. But are we adult friends, or are we... We're like a hybrid, if you will. But I would say we're adults. What is the cutoff to being adult friends and, like, childhood friends?
I think post-school, or actually not related to school.
That's the criteria.
I would say that. And obviously in your adult years, like I would say...
After 21. After 18.
After 18. Even, no, maybe 20. I'm still a child. I think at 20. So I would say maybe after 21.
Okay, so after 21 and not related to being in school together.
Yes.
Okay, so that makes us adult friends.
Yeah.
Okay.
Should we tell our origin story?
The number of people who've been like, who is this girl?
Okay. I feel like I've met a lot of your friends, so I don't know. I don't know who's asking.
How do you guys know each other? Yeah. Like, where did she come from?
Did you just find her in some, like, back alley in the streets of Toronto?
Should we start a podcast?
You're funny and cool.
Do you have a mic? Do you have a living room? Let's do it. Yeah, so our origin story, it must have been... So, okay, our origin story is a bit murky because
our first interaction is also very interesting.
No, but it wasn't our first interaction. Okay, because... So, we went to the same undergraduate school.
Yes, but we didn't know each other. But Salima apparently knew of me.
I was just going to say that, and I didn't want to admit it. obviously, Sandrine is like the loudest person at any party that we would go to.
It's a really big compliment. My friend's decibel meter, or whatever on her,
it goes off,
and
no, it doesn't.
She's like Sandrine, my heart rate is rising. I was like, I'm so sorry.
Oh my gosh, you're an Apple Watch warning.
You get me and my brother together. Oh my gosh, you're like just stand in the other room.
You should give people earplugs. It's like a protective.
I don't know how my kids are dealing with this.
No, I think it's only in parties that you are like that.
No, when I get really passionate, I just get loud. I don't even realize it.
Yeah.
Like, I'll be in a restaurant and I'm, like, just talking about something like, I don't know, robotics. I'm just, like, really interested in the topic.
I don't think I've ever told you this story. There's so many stories. Remember we went for steak frites that one time?
Oh, yes.
And the restaurant was so small, and you were telling me a story, and you were so loud. The people next to us kept, like, looking over.
Did they?
And I was like, I don't know what to do.
No, so it's actually really bad. Someone needs to tell me. They're like, oh, like, be quiet. Like, quieter. Let's, like, lower your register.
I don't know. I didn't know how to say it to you because we were, like, having a fun.
Okay, first of all, I thought we were that close where you could tell me.
But I was like, I don't know what to say. Like, Sandrine, like, keep it down.
No, just be like, okay, let's just, like, people are looking.
There's other people.
Other people around. I really just get lost.
You're in the moment. I do appreciate that about you.
Oh my god, that's so. Now I'm trying to think about what the heck I was talking about that day.
And it was something about
personal. It usually is.
There were these two men in their 50s sitting next to us, trying to have a glass of wine and eat their steak frites. What is going on?
I was in an airport and I was speaking to my brother about the gossip from his wedding.
Okay.
And I apparently was so loud in the waiting area that the person sitting next to me on the flight, I just happened to say hi. He's like, oh, I remember you from the wedding. And I heard some stories. I was like, oh my god.
That's a good way to get attention. If you want people to.
No, I really didn't. That was not the plan.
Pay attention.
Yeah. But anyway, going back to our origin story.
So I had seen you at our undergrad school, at our university, which was Queen's University in Kingston. I don't know why I wasn't saying it.
It's a great school.
So I had seen you at a CUSA party, a Queen South Asia, or the Queen's Indian Students Association party or something. I remember
there was Queen's Tamil Student Association, Queen's Indian Student Association,
CUSA,
which is my
was
club,
Pakistani,
and you were Queen's Indian.
I was Queen's
South Asian Association.
Yeah,
there was a lot of there was rivalry a little bit.
There shouldn't have been,
there really
but there was.
Yes,
but I just remember seeing you at this party, and of course super loud. You're wearing a bright pink sari. The world orbited around you at that party.
Okay, don't remember this part.
And I mean, now that doesn't now when we're there, I think I'm not as loud and energetic and charismatic.
I think so.
I don't know.
Well, we've gotten nicer, I think, throughout our episodes to each other
because we watch and we're like, maybe I shouldn't have said that. Anyway, so I knew who you were. And then we both went to law school, but we went to separate law schools. Yeah. So we didn't meet in school.
Yeah.
But in our first year, between our first year and our second year of law school, we both got a job in Beijing.
Yeah.
And we got to Beijing. I think I got there before you. Yeah. I had been there for a few days already. And I don't know how we both knew that we were both going to be there.
They gave a list of all the students.
Gave a list.
And then they created a WhatsApp group or something. Or no, they gave contact information for each person.
You messaged me on Facebook.
Oh, yes.
And you were like, hey, saw you're also going to be in Beijing. And then I remember...
Because we were working there.
But then... I had already been there, and then I was like, oh, are you okay? Do you want to meet up before? And then, did we? I don't know if we were
No, we didn't. We didn't get a chance to.
And so then the day...
Our first day
of work.
Yeah. At the firm. And so, we've not actually met in real life.
No.
And Salima...
I've observed you from a distance.
Wait, did you recognize who I was from?
No, because your hair was different.
Oh, right. I had a short pixie haircut. Yeah.
Yeah.
And So we like, it's the first day, everyone's kind of meeting each other, but you see me and you run and you give me a hug, and I'm like, no. I don't know.
This isn't what happened. I did not
actually,
run
but
and
I was
give her
like,
a hug.
I'm like, wow, this is okay. Who are you?
I refuse to litigate this. We've litigated this so much.
This has been.
She definitely hugged me. But anyways, there was some kind of an embrace in the
there
lobby.
was an embrace, but initiated by Salima.
And I think that was like game over.
I know, and then it's actually very shocking because I feel like with adult friendships specifically, you really have to put in a lot of effort into those because you don't have those shared memories from those formative years. You don't. You're not in a close proximity, like living wise, with somebody because it, like usually in a university town, you all live close by.
Yeah, you like pop over to each other's houses. Whatever. We've never had that.
We've never had that. No. And we've still managed to make our friends, which is why we talk sometimes about our other friend groups, because those are ones that we've had before our friendship.
Yeah.
But I would still consider you like one of my best friends.
Yeah,
you were a bridesmaid at my wedding.
Yep.
You were
barely made. She told me that I was barely made the cut.
No, that's a lie. No, it's just I had some other cousins where I'm like, okay, like I should have that.
You were like, I want you to realize how much you cannot mess this up because you almost didn't make it. I was like, okay, I'll be the best bridesmaid.
But you know what? That's another thing with my bridal party. I like chose one person from my high school, one person from my Queens,
like a representative.
Representative. Like my closest person from law school.
Yeah.
And my like a cousin.
Yeah.
And then my adult friend.
I'm your one adult friend.
No, I've actually made recently like more adult friends.
Yeah.
But I think you were my real first adult friend, like someone I met out, not related to school.
I mean, to be fair, we were still probably like
in the school area. We were both single.
Yeah, we were both single. We're like lower 20s, like 22, 23 or something like that.
And we did a lot of things together in China.
Yeah, those 4 months, because there was like you and I, and then there wasn't just you and I. There was like a group of 14 of us from like the US, Australia, Canada.
Yeah.
And we were all friends, but like you and I were the most like, let's explore the shit out of this city.
Yeah.
Not a wasted day, not a wasted minute. Like
we remember that one time we trekked to find that one restaurant.
Oh my god, we couldn't find it.
And we went everywhere, and it was so hard.
But it ended up being the best day because then we sat on that thing and had like blue
margaritas.
And we just like sat there.
And we got to explore a part of Beijing that we hadn't been to before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like even going out at night, like it was just
like... Oh, yeah.
It was like you and I, two brown girls against the world in China. Yeah. Like it was just like...
A lot of people like...
everyone was looking at us all the time. Like, who are these people?
Yeah.
And we were just like...
We're just going to work. We're just in the subway or in the, just like walking, going to all these places, eating street food.
We just went to like random pool parties.
Oh, yeah.
And like...
we climbed the Great Wall.
I had a breakdown.
Yeah, she did. We like sit down at one point on the steps, and we're like, "Are we gonna be able to continue?" Oh my god! Are we gonna be able to continue?
No, but like everyone else was fine, and like we had been on the great, because we didn't do the touristy part because we had met locals.
Yeah, like the other
the folks
lawyers
who worked
at
that law firm. They're like, we'll take you to like the actual Great Wall of China, like where locals will do it. So we're like, great. So we go, and we've been like trekking. It was like 6 or 7 hours. We're so close to the end, and I remember I just sit down, and I'm like, nope. I was like, I'm done. I'm not standing up from this step.
Oh, and you forgot your camera too. Do you remember that?
I forgot my camera.
And so you were upset already. We're like, oh, it was beautiful. It was beautiful. It was so beautiful. And we didn't see anybody, any tourists.
Yeah.
And you forgot your camera, and you were like, Sandrine, you need to keep taking photos of me because I'm doing this. And
I need evidence that I have done this. I was not an athletic person. Whether or not I'm an athletic person now,
you're very athletic.
And more athletic than I was then.
Definitely more athletic than me. And I think you were still more athletic than me then.
No, but my metabolism and my body, it's never been like, I don't like doing 7-hour
Yeah, no, I mean,
hikes.
everybody was very tired. It was a long
But I
day.
had like a breakdown. Like I was like, I will not move. Like I remember like I
You
threw
did.
a fit.
You did move.
I had to.
I mean,
where I'm not gonna like live on the Great Wall of China. But I was so upset in that moment. Anyways, so that was our origin story.
We've also traveled to other places together. We went to
after China. Oh no, not after China. But then we went to we did Russia together.
We did Russia together.
And that's it. We've only done Russia.
Oh yeah.
Why is that our only country? That's weird.
That is a little weird.
Russia was interesting.
That was also
too.
very interesting. Yeah.
So we've done Russia and China.
But in China, though, in those 4 months, we did go around
China.
we did. Yeah, we went around. Actually,
no, we didn't.
No, we didn't.
We went with different groups.
Yeah. But we used the information from
each other's trip. Why didn't we go together? I don't know.
I can't remember. And but we did do a lot of day trips. We did a lot of like the every day. We would like
we explored Beijing together.
Yes.
Almost every day.
Yeah, we had like our spot for like McDonald's.
Yeah.
Or Burger King. We would get like
or like relief.
Yeah. Ice cream.
Yes, we would get a lot of ice cream.
Yeah.
That was a fun summer.
That was a really, really fun summer.
Like,
And I remember us sitting in a cat cafe one time.
We did sit. I'm very allergic to cats.
Yeah, I know. I learned that then. But you were telling me, you're like, can we live here? Can we live and the rest of our lives in Beijing?
There was a moment.
But we
were
thought
thinking about it.
We're like, we really liked the firm we were at.
And they wanted to hire us back. And I remember one time we also went to a park and we were just lying in the grass and we were like serious conversation about like, should we just move to Beijing forever?
Yeah, we really, really thought that. And then we also...
Do you wish we had?
You know... I mean, I love our lives now.
Yeah.
Right?
I mean, you don't know anything about my life.
I feel like I know a lot about your life.
So you love my life and I love your life and we love our own lives.
I think so.
Yeah, I think that's
right.
Yeah.
And I mean, who could say, right? Like, I think...
You never know.
We could have also had great lives in Beijing. We really liked it.
Yeah, and then we could have moved to the Hong Kong office or like the Melbourne office because it was like a firm. Anyways.
Yeah.
The path that was not taken.
Yeah. But that is our origin story.
But you know, they say if a friendship lasts 7 years, it will last for life.
Okay.
Do you think that's true?
I do. I really do.
Because we're at 10 years.
Yeah, oh my gosh.
And you know what?
This is our 10th year.
Every time I've had a friendship breakup, it has always been at or under the 7-year mark.
Really?
Yeah. And I've had a few.
Really? That's sad. Is it usually
really
when people get a partner? I feel like that's usually what happens.
So that's definitely one of them.
I think some people are very they really prioritize their partner and everything else just kind of goes to the wayside.
I think I don't want to say that it's like because that person is prioritizing them, and I think what I have trouble with this still because like I said, my friends are my world, and so I tell my friends everything. Like if I'm contemplating a job or if I'm going through a job interview stage, okay, I have the first interview, I have the second interview, this is how it went, this is what I thought, whatever. My friends who are in relationships don't share that with me because they have a partner to share it with. So I find out after they've accepted the job. And that makes me feel like it's lopsided. So I actually think more recently, my adult friendships with people in relationships has dwindled because you're not the go-to person. I'm not their go-to person. And my friendships with my single friends has gotten much stronger because we're relying on each other for that kind of support.
That makes sense. I will say, I think a big part of that is just like proximity. The person is just there right after you come back after your interview.
Yeah.
So sometimes you speak to them about like, hey, this is what happened, or they're there the night before to help you prep.
Yeah.
But I will say there's so many times where I've told a friend and been like, and then my husband's learning later. He's like, wait, what happened?
I don't apply this to you. Like, sorry to be really clear.
Yeah.
I think you're one of my most balanced friends, and I really appreciate that about you.
I also, like, my friendships are so important to me. I really, really value them because I feel like if I didn't have them, I would be lost in
Yeah.
work or motherhood.
Yes.
Especially.
Yeah.
And my friends keep me grounded. They keep me feeling like who I was.
Yeah.
Like a part of who I was before I had kids. And that's so important to me.
Yeah. I think the friends that I've sustained in adulthood are the ones who recognize how important friendship is. Because sometimes when you get into a relationship, you can get really like, this is all I'll need for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
And I think that I really appreciate those people who are like, yes, this is a big, important part of my life, but I'm not going to neglect everybody else.
Yeah.
And I used to be much more bitter about it than I am now. Like, I used to be much more bitter about, like...
Sure, because you sound really bitter about it.
No, I'm very open and I'm supporting of my friends who are leaving me behind. No, but
I'm fine.
I'm totally fine. Everything's totally fine. You're fine. I'm okay. You're
fine.
Shut up. I am fine. No, I'm not that bitter. I used to be bitter.
Right.
Now I just like...
It's just like you've accepted it.
I've accepted it, and now I'm actually just like really okay on my own. Like,
that's good.
I used to not be able to do like a Friday or Saturday night at home alone, and now I'm like, let's go. Like, I'm gonna order takeout, I'm gonna watch a TV show, and I'm actually super content.
Okay.
But like before, when I wasn't, I used to feel very bitter about like that part of friends like leaving me.
Yeah, no, that's fair. I and we've talked about this before about like, you know, communal versus individual like ways of thinking and dealing with people and dynamics.
Yeah.
And I think this is another thing because I feel like with having growing up in a communal or
space,
like culture,
yeah,
makes me realize that you have to be inconvenienced. You have to rely on other people. Like, I grew up with my like in Sri Lanka. I lived with, you know, like 7 people in my house.
Right.
You know, I've just always been used to like, and seeing people value friends. Like, I see my mom with her friends.
Yeah.
I see my dad with his friends.
Yeah.
And so that's also a really big thing because, you know, my brother's godmother is my mom's best friend.
Yeah.
And they talk every day.
Yeah.
You know, like my mom and her best friend. So, you know, you see that, you grew up with like, okay, realizing that like you need a community.
Yeah.
And you really prioritize it. You focus on that. But some people just don't grow up with that, so they don't realize how important it is.
Yeah.
And so in a way you can't blame them because it's just what they have been taught and learned and what they know.
I actually don't think I grew up witnessing a lot of inconvenience for community. I've had to like force myself into it, and sometimes I'm really bad. Like sometimes I'm the worst texter. Yeah. Like, my friends call me out all the time. Like, I'll be in a text conversation.
Mom, I don't think you're that bad.
Well, because you're also bad. And,
okay.
Like,
you're not wrong.
I'll just, like, stop texting. And then 4 days later, I'll be like, oh, whoops. Like, I'm very, like, absent-minded in that way, maybe. And B, I just don't, like, I don't believe that I should be forced to be on my phone and responsive all the time.
Okay.
I need to like work on some kind of balance. But yeah, I have to work on the inconvenience thing because I'm very independent. I was talking to my cousin recently and I was like, I don't know how to.
I think you do though. You still like you picked up that phone call from me.
I was like,
at
is she alive? Like, like, is she well?
Yeah.
If I had known I just wanted to yap, I would have been like, good night.
Yeah. No, but you do. You show up to like my birthdays.
Yeah.
Like all the big events.
Oh no, I care. I definitely like to show up for my friends.
Yeah.
But I think it's in the smaller moments, like like I said that I would do this and I don't want to, and it's after work and I'm tired and I'd like to bail as if I lived in BC, but I don't.
The BC bail guys.
So I usually power through.
Right.
But yes, I do think it's true that inconvenience is the price of community. Is.
And you know, I think that just talking about, okay, you make friends in, you know, school, then you make friends with, like, okay, so there's elementary school, then there's the high school friends, and then there's your, like, law school
Where
friends.
are most of your friends from?
I would say high school and Queens.
Okay.
Yeah, but I still have a very few close friends from, like, law school.
Yeah.
But I would say, but law school, I'm so focused already on, you know, just school,
Becoming a lawyer.
Yeah. That I didn't really like have that much time really, and I already had such a big friend group at that point.
Yeah.
So I would say mainly, Queens and a few really good ones from high school.
Yeah.
Actually, sorry, only a few from high school, mainly from Queens. Like,
yeah.
those were like, I really glowed up then too, so it was like a lot happening.
Yeah.
A lot happening in those 4 years.
Yeah.
And but I will say the next stage, which I wasn't expecting. Oh, okay, so there's also work friends. I think you can make good friends through work.
We're work friends.
Yeah, we're kind of technically work friends. Oh my goodness.
It's weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have so many friends that tell me, they're like, you can't like tell things to work people, like you never know. And so sometimes I think I have a problem where I just become too friendly with people.
Yeah.
And
I also have this.
Yeah, and they just like, I think we're closer than we are. And people have had to be like, we're not like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm like, oh,
stop telling me things.
Yeah. Like you didn't want to know about like a fight with my brother from yesterday that I'm just cheesed about and I just need to vent. Oh, sorry.
I'll go elsewhere.
I'm gonna call Salima at midnight and tell her. But the next stage are mom friends.
Like your mom friends or your mom's friends?
No, just other moms.
Oh, okay.
Okay. And there's just communities of of moms that are looking for connection and friendship, and for literally someone to understand what they're going through. And there's this group, I will say, in Toronto. It's called East End Mom Friends. Okay. Because I live on the bit of the east side of Toronto.
Yeah.
And it's this woman who's so great, and she started this club. It was just started with a Facebook group, but it's blown up.
Okay.
And it's I found so many great friends through that. So I have so many products to buy that are like really great for my kids, and so many tips, and it's just like this, like you really feel like it's this village of like other moms helping other moms. There's I really
is that
like
a friendship or a support group?
It's a support group, but I found friends through it. Like,
do you talk about things that aren't your kids?
That's the thing. That's when you really know that's a good friend, because it's like, can you hang out with them
and talk about all aspects of your life?
Yes, and we do, and it's also nice because to have those friendships where I can bring my kids, because there's so many of my friends don't have kids, and a lot of them aren't even married yet, and and so I feel awkward sometimes because I'm like, you have to be used to talking with somebody. And then at the same time, like, interrupting yourself, being like, put that down, like, don't eat that.
Yeah.
Like, and you've experienced this with me in my house.
Yeah, but I'm very...
No, you are understanding, but, like...
I'd rather talk to your kids than you.
Okay. All right. Should my son be on this podcast?
Yes, I would like to yap.
Yak. Okay,
yaks.
And even like my sons, like when we put him in Montessori, like the moms from the Montessori, like they're so fun, and I really like them. Yeah, and we actually we hang out.
Yeah.
So you never know who.
Okay, so as a mom, it's easy to find.
I just wasn't expecting. I was like, okay, this is it. No new friends.
Yeah,
I'm done. I'm tired.
I have one representative in each bucket.
And it's just like I don't have any more time. Yeah. But you've managed to kind of like, okay, the time with your kids could also be spent now within this other group.
Yeah.
And I just wasn't expecting to make friends at this age.
Really? Yeah, we're not that old.
No, I know we're not that old. But I think you were the start of my first adult friendship. Yeah. And I have made some more through like mutual friends, and I'm actually surprised by how close I've gotten, because I really was like, I have a lot of friends. I do. I might like. I think 25th birthday party, I had like 250 people come through.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did. Like, not at the same time, but like they would like, because it was like, I don't know, it was like from like, not like 8 to whatever time. And I booked up my condo room. Yeah, you were there. I think you were there.
I was there.
And yeah, we had 250 people come through.
I would say I agree. At my 25th and my 26th birthday parties, those rooms were packed.
Yeah. Yeah. Everybody was ready to show up, and it was. I do not have that many friends now, but I'm just saying I like was ready to be like, I don't have any more time or space for friends.
I maxed out at 250.
So I don't have 250 friends anymore.
Yeah,
and mom friends are the way to go.
Okay, but I can't find mom friends. I can't join this group. Okay, so I think most of my friends...
You know what? You do a lot of classes. Do you ever make friends in any of those classes? Like your...
Yeah, actually, that's a good point.
The makeup class or the baking?
No, so most of my friends are from my high school era, but not my high school.
Okay.
Like my like religious cultural community, but not my actual high school.
Okay.
But like that phase of my life. And then I have a group of friends from Queens, but not people I studied with, people I met outside of studying.
Okay.
And then I think law school was my real glow up. And I only have like 3 friends from law school. But I make friends at work.
Okay.
I actually don't think I could work in a place where I didn't have real friends. To the point, and I agree with you. Sometimes I'm very much like, am I oversharing? Like, is this
I always
weird?
leave a party like, did I overshare?
Yeah.
Did I?
You and I are, but that's our problem. Is like we. Treat,
I mean, that's what we're doing this podcast.
We treat everyone like come into our living room, literally everyone. Like, yeah. And so I think I don't mind it, but I worry that I'm making the other person uncomfortable. But I've gotten better at gauging, like, who wants me to be this open with them based on how open...
I think people like people who are open, though.
Yeah.
Right? That's because when you're vulnerable, that's the foundation of a friendship.
But then
that's how a friendship goes.
But if someone isn't matching me, we're done. Yeah. Like, I cannot do this, like, half-ass...
Like, just because this is the topic of adult friendships, I feel... It's so bad, but I just don't have the time for private people.
Me too.
And I get it. Look, I just don't have the time to break down walls and really get there for us to really... I don't have the time.
I don't have patience for you to pretend.
Oh, yes.
Not pretend, but fine. Maybe not pretend, but it's like, if I'm going to be open with you about my life, and that's a way that I like to connect with people, if you're not going to do that, like, that's fine, but we're not going to be close.
We're just going to be acquaintances.
We'll be acquaintances.
We'll small talk till the day we die.
Like, I don't want to small talk. I do not small talk. Ugh. Either you're my best friend or don't talk to me.
I feel like I have to do so much small talk just because I like for work especially.
Yeah.
It's a lot of small talk, a lot of the weather, a lot of where you're going for the holidays, a lot of what did you do over the summer, a lot of oh my God. And it's just...
I actually feel very grateful at my work. I think there's a lot of like real conversations.
You know, I went to this event and I think I've gotten so used to always knowing at least one person when I go anywhere.
Okay. That you didn't know anyone?
I didn't know anybody.
Okay.
I didn't know a single person.
Okay.
Okay? This is a real, like, I was so thrown off.
Okay.
When I got there, everybody was just speaking with their own group that they came with.
Okay.
And, you know, it's not really people I normally would easily connect with anyway.
Okay.
It's a lot of, you know, old white men. And, you know.
Will you connect with white men?
I mean, I married one, but he's a bit of an odd duck. Okay?
Okay.
And I feel like I have to be a certain type of person when I speak with in that group, in that environment.
Yeah.
And I have to be the most charismatic version of myself.
Yeah.
And I have to, you know, laugh at jokes. I talk a lot about skiing.
But you're...
I
wasn't expecting you to say that.
No, really. And, like, you know, things like that. And but going into this event and seeing all these people, and I started actually... I went to a corner and called my husband because I was like, I don't know. I like was freaking out.
I think also as we get older, it's become like, I just don't know how to navigate.
How do I, like, what do I do? Yeah. I don't know anyone here and I need to like.
But I could see that Sandrine I know knows how to break into a conversation.
I mean, I did eventually, but I had to first find a woman there because I think it's easier.
It is easier.
Right? I mean, I'm not going to go up to these tall, suited, old white men and be like, hi, hi, friend.
Have you heard about my podcast?
So I like, you know, scoped out, there was like 3 women speaking with each other. I'm like, oh, okay, this is it. First of all, there were like maybe like 150 people here and like 5-6 women. Yeah. Okay. And so I like go in and I like, hi. And then, you know, I do that, but to the courage to go do that took so much.
Yeah.
And it really just hit me how I haven't done that in years. Because I did do this. I have been in those situations before, but not in so long. And it was just wild.
Okay, but I have a question.
Okay.
Okay, because you said like older white men.
Yes.
Okay? And I think we're in this weird age where like if I'm talking to someone in their 50s, are they my friend or are they my auntie?
Oh, because we're in our 30s now?
Yeah, like so like when so you asked me, do I make friends in classes?
Okay.
So like I did my makeup class with an existing friend, so no. But baking, I've made a friend, and she's like my partner. She's not older. She's actually my age or younger, I think. And so we're buds.
Okay.
I don't think we're like gonna be friends, but when we bake, we like laugh and have a good time.
Okay.
And we like text about baking.
Love that for you.
But then at pickleball, I actually have met a lot of people. But given that pickleball tends to be
an older crowd. My God. That's why you go to bed at 9:30.
I want to be their friends because they also go to bed at 9:30.
They also have grandchildren. Okay. Okay, but wait, no, okay, so what do you mean?
So like when I'm talking to them, because they're brown,
right?
Do I call them auntie or do I just say like their
First of all, I'm shocked that more brown people do pickleball besides you. So that's the first thing. Secondly, no, if they're
like
50s,
what is the age where we're calling people auntie and
I would say 50s.
We call them auntie?
Yeah, because they're still like, I don't know, like could be 20, 25 years older than us.
Like I think like my parents, when someone who's like 20 years younger than them calls them auntie or uncle, they're like, just call me by my name.
No, my parents are like, call me auntie and uncle. Like,
someone who's 10 years younger than your parents has to call them auntie and uncle? Like what's
10 years, I would say maybe, so 20 years might be the cutoff. Like 15, 20 years, I think even 50. I think it's a sign of respect, right? The whole thing with the auntie and uncle, it's a sign of respect. And so...
But like, what? Like someone, so like we're in our low 30s, like someone in their upper 40s, like should we be like, that's 15 years, should we be like auntie and uncle? I don't think so.
So this is so interesting. So I've had some aunts, like now that I'm older, they've actually come to me and they're like, stop calling me.
Imagine if an 18-year-old called you auntie.
They did. One cousin did. And I was like, stop.
So they don't like it. It's not a sign of respect.
No, well, the thing is, but in Sri Lanka, in Tamil culture, they call, you can call me, like, Akka. Like, that means older sister. So, like, Sandrine Akka,
Yeah.
And that's fine. And I'm like, I love that because I do, like, fall into that respect. I like that. I think it's a really nice cultural thing that we, like, bring here. And, I don't know. I don't know. That's, yeah. I think you just call them auntie. Call them auntie and uncle.
And they'll tell you if they don't want to be called that.
But I think these aunts coming to me and telling me, hey, can you call me
by my name?
I'm like, auntie, no. Because I've been calling you this.
Yeah, but you have to respect what they want.
No, I'm actually, and the thing is, and my husband is white. They're telling him, and
your husband is older.
And so the age difference is really it's not like that serious.
Significant.
Yeah, because these are also younger aunts that have married into the family.
Yeah.
Some of them have married in.
Yeah.
Okay? So they're not all Sri Lankan. Okay? And but I grew up, like, when I came to Canada, I've just been calling them this.
Yeah.
And I just can't change that. I was like, I've been calling this since I was 10 years old. You can't now, in my 30s, tell me, like, I'm gonna change, like, I don't like change.
You're like, my neural pathways are formed, okay?
Yeah, and I'm also very adamant about my husband also calling them
auntie
and uncle. Because I'm like, we can't be referring to the same people in a different way. That is awkward for us in our relationship.
But it's also awkward for your husband to call someone...
No, it helps him because there's a lot of family and he just has to say auntie. He doesn't remember anybody's names. He knows people's names now. But
that's actually such a good cop-out.
It's such a great cop-out. He was like, everyone's auntie and uncle, great. Got you.
That's all I need to know.
Yeah. The problem is when I'm like, can you go get this from, like, auntie blah, blah, blah? And he will go.
Which one?
And he will go into the room and be like, auntie. Like, auntie. And there are all these aunties sitting there and they're like, which one?
That's so funny.
Yeah.
Oh, what a cutie.
But I honestly think this is another thing about adult friendships. Making friends with people from like different ages.
That's what I mean. Like, are these pickleball people my friends, or are they my aunties and uncles? I don't know.
No, I think they could be both. You could, no,
it's
because
tough.
they're friends, then that's interesting.
You know?
But I'm also making friends now with people like much younger than me. No, I mean like early 20s.
Okay.
So like whatever, 10 years,
yeah.
A decade.
Yeah.
But it's
Where are you making it?
at work.
Okay.
And I like really, really like them.
Yeah.
And I think I'm also that age. Like, or they're like, I think we're the same.
Same age. I also
And
think they're the same.
Right? And I forget. I'm like, oh no,
And
you have like a good 10
And
years.
I wonder if they think we're the same.
And this is the thing, I don't think so, because we're talking about the 50-year-olds in this way.
Yeah.
So they're obviously like, girl, no,
You're old.
But I just don't think that. So this is so interesting
Yeah.
to be
on the other, we're
on
in
the
the
other
middle.
side.
We're in the sandwich.
Weird middle place.
We're in the sandwich of adult friendships.
Like, I think I'm young, but I'm not.
But
like, I'm young, but like to the young people, they're like, oh my god, you're old.
Yeah. I think we're right in the middle right now.
Yeah.
The old people think we're young, and the young people think we're old.
Yeah.
And we think we're young.
Yeah. Is it just...
But we also think we're old because we like to sleep. I like to sleep early and play pickleball.
Yeah, and I got kids and I'm married. So,
Yeah.
and like my friends are not in that place. So,
yeah.
I don't know. It's weird.
It's weird. Okay, last question before we finish it up. Because I know
Okay.
my answer to this.
All right.
Which is friendship breakups.
Okay.
Are they... Like, would you rather go through a friendship breakup or a romantic breakup?
Okay. Good question. So, I'm married.
Right.
So
So
it's
a
a little
romantic
different.
breakup is a
Yeah,
divorce.
because we have kids. It's a divorce. It's a separation. It's a
a
whole
thing.
thing.
Yeah.
Right? And so that is
different.
logistically, even just purely logistically.
As a lawyer, it is
a lot to deal
different
with.
ball game.
Yeah, so, okay, but let's talk about it in... emotions, and also just like, and not in my marriage, but let's
Yeah.
talk about it in growing up with my, like, boyfriends.
Okay.
Like, ex-boyfriends I've
Yeah.
had. So, I will say, it depends. It really, I know that that's the
Such
cop-out
a
answer.
lawyer answer.
I know, but
I know.
it really does, because I've had some, actually, you know what? No, I take it back, because...
I have a great answer for this.
Really?
Yeah.
Because the reason why I say
I can give you 100% answer on which one hurts more.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, because... But I think I haven't gone through a lot of friendship. I feel like you've gone through a lot more than me. I've gone through, like, you know, gradually, like, moving in different directions.
Yeah.
And that's actually only really happened to me twice. And that was like I was struggling in that friendship for a while anyway. It wasn't a big loss.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm saying, but I'm the reason why I'm saying it depends is because, like, let's say right now, me and you, if, you know, we just have we got in that one fight one time. Do you remember that years ago?
I do. It wasn't that many years ago. It was like 2 years ago.
Yeah.
And now when I think about it, I was like, if that was
that
was the reason that our friendship ended.
But, like, that was a big fight we got, and I'm like, and I remember, like, crying about it. I'm like, oh my god, like, is this the end? Is this the end of our friendship? Like, and that was so much worse. That, like, thinking that, like, there was a potential of our friendship not
ending.
recovering from that.
In hindsight, that would have been crazy.
Anyway, 100%. Everyone's like, this is dumb. This is a dumb thing to even fight about, which, fair. But what I'm saying is that would have, that would have been worse than any of my other
Friendship breakups.
Relationship breakups.
Breakups, yes. Okay, so here's my answer is 100% friendship breakups are harder. But let me tell you why.
Okay.
I think because a romantic breakup that is hard is only hard because that person was also your best friend. If that person wasn't your best friend,
that's true.
Who gives a shit?
That's probably why I can't talk about my husband that way, because, like, you know what I mean? Yeah.
So it's like the friendship aspect of that relationship is what makes the breakup hard.
Yes.
So, like, I've had friendship breakups that have hurt, of course, but I've also had friendship breakups that haven't hurt because it's like, this person wasn't actually ever my friend. So, like, good riddance.
Yeah.
Like, yes, we called each other friends and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
But,
we did
like,
a dance, but, like...
who cares? Like,
yeah.
I'm not going to name this person, but, like, there was someone that I was friends
I know
with.
this person.
And I'm like, when that ended, I was like, thank God.
Yeah.
Like, I don't have to deal with this anymore.
Yeah.
But I've had other friendships where it's like, oh, this has, like, been heartbreak. Like, I have felt...
Like, I'm so sad in my soul.
And there's no, like, friendship counseling. Like, I would love to be able to be like, can we work through this?
Yeah, like, let's go to therapy.
Let's go to therapy.
Yeah.
But, like, imagine if I said that to a friend. They'd be like, what?
We need to normalize that. Just friendship therapy.
Why isn't that a thing?
I don't know, because I feel like it goes back to, like, I think we're the type of people that value friendships, and not everyone is like that.
Exactly. So I would be like, I would be so embarrassed to say to a friend that I'm struggling with, like, let's go to therapy.
But you need to do that with someone who is also willing to, so with us, I wouldn't be surprised if you'd be like, okay, we need to go to, like...
But I don't think you and I need to go to friendship therapy.
No, we don't need to. We're fine. But if we did, let's say another big thing happens...
I would say, let's go talk it out. Yeah. But there's people who I'd be like, I wish I could say to you, I care so much about this that I would, like, want to go to therapy, and I know they would look at me and be like, not no, but, like, it's almost like I'm embarrassed that I care so much, because I don't think they care as much as I do about making our friendship work.
Yeah, and I think that goes back to what we talked about, of, like, sometimes we think we're closer to people than they are to us.
Yeah.
You know? And
that hurts.
And then it hurts.
Yeah.
Like,
but I think,
that's a form of rejection a little bit.
But I think the part that makes the thing that makes a romantic breakup so hard is losing that person as a friend. As your best friend, which they probably are or were at some point.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm right.
Yeah.
I mean, we just agree, not I'm right. Yeah. But we both feel the same way.
I don't like when you say I'm right. I'm like, I have to find a way to poke a hole in that. This is like instinctual.
But I feel 100% certain in that answer.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah. Okay, brownies.
Should we eat these?
Yeah.
They smell like so good. Okay.
They're glistening.
They are glistening. Okay, so these are from Bobbit and Bell.
Bobbit and Bell. It's such a cute bakery.
It's a really cute bakery.
I'm not gonna lie, I already ate a blueberry scone from there.
Their scones are so good. Sometimes you actually have to order them in advance.
They give you an option to have it with like this lemon thing, this cream, or a strawberry jam, and I was like, I don't.
No, clotted cream. They make their like clotted cream.
I didn't pick cream.
That's the thing you got to get from there.
Okay, we'll have to go back. But it was so good so far.
Okay.
And their bakery's so cute, and there were all these couples who were coming in for like wedding tastings.
Oh.
I think they're a vibe.
Yeah. Okay. Well, let's try it. I've never had their brownies, and so our scale again is love it, like it, and not worth the calories.
Yeah.
Okay. Ready?
I feel like I already know. Okay. Ready?
Okay. Okay. What do you think? It's not as sweet as I thought it would be.
I don't know why I'm feeling confused.
I think it looks a little better than it tastes.
But I can't figure out what's wrong with the taste.
It's not sweet.
I was actually going to say it's too sweet.
Oh, wow.
Like, I'm missing a little bit of, like, the dark chocolate, like the cocoa.
This is very cocoa. I don't know what I feel like this is hard on the cocoa. Like. I think I'm gonna like it.
I like it.
No.
I like it. I'm having trouble articulating today, but I like it.
Yeah. Okay. I'm, like, a little disappointed.
Yeah.
I thought I'd love it.
Yeah, but maybe brownies isn't their thing. Like, maybe everything else is their thing.
The scones,
the cakes, the rest of it.
Yeah.
I brought your son banana bread from there, and he
loved
it.
He really did love that. So, banana bread's a win.
Yeah. It's good. I'm going to finish it.
Okay.
Thank you so much for joining us for our last episode of this season. It's been a ride.
It's been a real ride, guys. Thank you so much.
We appreciate you. Keep liking,
please subscribe.
We're not done. This is just the beginning. Yeah. So
stay tuned.
We'll see you next season.
Bye.